Good morning and welcome to our first day in Vietnam. We are in Hanoi, the capital. Not the best start to the morning. It's raining for one thing, and I was woken up at 6:30 this morning. I'm hoping once I get out of here my mood will pick up and life will be good. We're going to go and get some breakfast and yeah, get on with the day. There's some cool things planned, so stay tuned and we'll see you when we see you. New adventure of the day. We're in a different room. We've changed rooms. The one we were in was like a really small caravan twin room basically with no room. It was also dirty, like there were hairs and gross stuff everywhere. Very kindly they've let us move. We're in a completely different building, like 5 minutes up the road, but we've got a huge room and we're just very, very sweaty and wet from the rain, which is not a nice mixture. And yeah, so that was a different start than we were expecting to the day. That's all I have to say for now. Yeah, next stop should be the prison. Criminologist in me loves that, and it's meant to be really, really, really interesting. Built by the French. Okay, catch up with you later when we're ready to do something. Change of plan, we've made it to the police museum first, after trying to navigate our way through and over Vietnamese crossings. It's crazy. Crazier than India, I would go as far as saying. So let's have a look at some policey things. I didn't film much because there wasn't loads to film, but it was really interesting. Sorry about the noise, there's traffic over there. It's free to get in, and yeah, I thought it was really interesting anyway. It's split into different parts of timelines and gives you an idea of what's actually been going on in the police system, how it started, what was going on throughout the war, the revolution, and what they're doing now as well, which I thought was really interesting because it's, you know, it's applicable to today. Oh, look at my little policeman friend over there. We've got a map, so next we are planning on going to the prison. Found the prison, this is the prison. Finally, we've just walked around the block like twice, but we found it, woo! So this is the almond tree. It was the one place really that they could kind of talk about things. They used the almonds to help cure dysentery, that's the one, diarrhea, clean wounds, etc. So it's known as to become a part of history. This is a sewer that was in death row yard that they escaped through. Can you imagine trying to get through that? So 16 escaped through here and 100 escaped through there. So, that museum was amazing. I'll possibly talk about it a little bit later on because it's not the right time or place. We have now decided to come to the lake. We're here now. And it's nice, there's a cool temple in the middle. We've had a very disappointing lunch. Yeah, it was awful. It was really, really bad. So, yeah, we got ignored and it's very difficult to get anyone's attention, etc, etc. Pretty petty stuff on the whole, but frustrating when you need some sugar and you need something small to eat to keep going, because we are pooped. Between moving rooms and also buildings today, walking around, getting lost, going to 2 different museums, we're pooped. So yeah, gonna have a nice little leisurely stroll around the lake and see what happens then. a shot here. Oh god, this bus is going quickly. Oh, the bus is going quickly. That was actually easier than we thought. Back at the accommodation now, had a shower, feeling fresh. Yes, we are going to be eating this. Very excited about that. Just a quick note, I guess, on the prison museum. We really enjoyed it. It cost less than £1 each. I got a student discount as well, so it was 50p, if that, for me. Really enjoyed it, very informative, lots and lots of information, lots of new things that we've learnt as well. As always, there will be more information on the blog, so check out the link down below. It'll probably be there or somewhere in a list of them. One thing that was interesting was the treatment of prisoners. So the Vietnamese political prisoners who were imprisoned by the French were treated horribly. They were tortured, they had awful food, they couldn't go outside, they were shackled, they had to defecate on themselves, lots of things like that, which is why they ended up trying to escape under the sewers. And some of them did succeed and go on to successfully rejoin their parties and join the revolution again. In comparison to that, the Americans who were imprisoned by the Vietnamese when the Americans were bombing North Vietnam, they nicknamed it the Hanoi Hilton because they were very well treated. They got Christmas dinner, there were pictures, they got to write letters to their families could send them gifts, they got to go outside and exercise, they got good food, and that was really nice to see that even though essentially they're the enemy and they're the pilots that are bombing their country, they treat them with respect and they treat them well. They got religious freedom and all of that kind of stuff. I would highly recommend going if you are in Hanoi. It's very interesting. So we've had a day of museums really, and a little wander around the lake where there was a temple. There's a story behind the temple about a golden turtle and a sword. If you want more information on that, Google it, or again have a look in the blog. We'll see you tomorrow where we're going to Halong Bay. We're both very excited about this, and it's one of those things that's hopefully going to be a bit of a wow factor. Fingers crossed that it's not raining. We'll see you then. Hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we have. Until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do and be nice to people. Bye.